Hello, hello, hello. Dana Wilde here, and welcome to the show. I'm so excited to talk today because this issue that I'm going to address came directly from a private client I'm working with. And the second she said it, I was like, oh my gosh, I think so many people feel this way. And so that I have to do this on the show and I have to talk about it. So here's what it was. This woman is a coach, and she's in a specific niche where she feels like there's so many other people in the niche. And she is saying to me, who am I and how am I ever going to stand out? And, it's too late. I should have started earlier. I mean, so many different things, just all messy mindset. So it's purely an inside mindset job. And I think sometimes people feel this way. I think they feel like, who am I? And I can identify with that. I remember feeling that way. Who am I to be the expert? Who am I to say I'm the expert? All these people, they have more experience, or they have more of this, or they have more of that. And so who am I to say that I'm the expert? And that's a big old yucky yuck, right? At the same time, it feels really true at the time. You feel like, how can I step up and compete? That's really the word that comes to mind. Compete in this particular market, whatever the case may be. So, first of all, I know this is going to seem like a little bit of a jump cut, but I think you're going to like it. I want to tell you a little story. I was working with the Celebrity Formula people yesterday, and the story that I ended up telling them kind of relates to this. So what happened was, when I was in my early 20s, I was living with somebody who, this woman who was older than I was. She was 39, was a housemate. And I came home, and it was her 39th birthday, and I said, what's it like being 39? Give me some advice, you're wise and all this stuff. Let's hear what it's like being 39. And I remember her saying, well, I'm never going to be a rock star. And of course, in my 20-year-old mind, and even now, I'm like, of course you could still be a rock star. Why not? Why not you? Why couldn't you be a rock star? And so what I said to her at the time is, I said, do you think one day ever in your lifetime, someday, Rolling Stone magazine is going to have some old lady on the cover with a guitar and saying, grandma rocker hits the stage, and there's going to be some famous grandma rocker one day that everybody knows their name? And she said, well, of course, that could happen. It could happen in our lifetime that some grandma rocker becomes famous. And so what I said to her is, well, then why not you? If anybody can become the grandma rocker, then why not you? It's a possibility in the world, then it could be a possibility for you. And here's the thing, you're going to turn 40 and 45 and 50 and 55, and you're going to continue to get older, and you're either going to be moving toward that dream or not. But it could just as well be you that's the grandma rocker on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Well, so she's like, light bulb, right? Like, yeah, hey, why not me? And that's kind of what I want to say to you. No matter if you're brand new in your particular market or niche, and I know there's no T in niche, by the way, all of you UK followers. If you are brand new today, you're, first of all, eventually going to have more and more and more experience. The time is going to pass, and you're going to eventually feel more confident. And with each little bit of experience, you're going to get a little bit more confident. But if you want to be the influencer, you want to be the expert in your niche, you want to be respected, you want to be known, you want to make your mark, then you have to claim it and you have to decide it. That is the number one step, most important thing to do right now. Decide that you want this and claim it and say, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make my mark. Because here's one thing I know for sure. If you're following the Mind Aware, if you're a brain trainer, if you're in the Dana Wilde Train Your Brain Sandbox, then you are doing good in the world. You're doing massive good in the world. And it is not only your right to claim it, it's almost like your duty to claim it. Because I know you are out there designed to make an impact. At your very core, if you're here, then you are meant to make a mark on this world. You are meant to claim your space, share your passion, share your message, and affect the world and your own life in a bigger way, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, now, having said that, the other piece I want to add to this that I think is really important, and this is what I told her, is that I think sometimes we think of people who share the same information as we share as competition. And I can tell you, luckily, I know this at the very core of my being, is that there is no competition for me or for you. You have zero competition no matter what you're teaching. Because sometimes when you're new in a business or you're just finding your footing or you're starting to get your first clients, you think that the reason people are in your sandbox is that they want your information. But the reality is people are not in your sandbox because they want your information. They're not even really there because they want your services, which sounds kind of crazy, right? But if you think about it, if you're watching this right now or you're hearing what I'm saying right now, all of the words I say, you could hear from some other mindset person, some other male or female mindset person, or some other brain, interested in happiness or researcher type. I don't say anything that's so unique or so original. And so if people are in your sandbox, they're not there for your information. They're there for you. They're there because they resonate with you. And so there is no competition because nobody else can be you. You're the only one who can be you. And so why not you? Why not choose to get out in the world in a bigger way, spread your message, talk about your passion, be as authentic as you can. I mean, I know sometimes it's a little scary to reveal different parts of ourselves, and we're going to talk about that after the break, a little bit more about that and how to do that. But at the end of the day, if you've got a mission and a message that you want to get out, what choice do you have but to start taking steps in that direction? And what choice do you have but to claim it? And what choice do you have but to train your brain, quiet that negative voice that says you can't do it, and remind yourself that you can be the grandma rock star. You can be the expert in your niche. You can be the influencer. You can be the rock star in your niche. Okay, I want to talk more about this, and I want to give you some practical tips. And so we're going to come back after the break. I'm going to take just a quick break. For those of you that don't know, we are live on Facebook every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific, but often I jump in at different times, as I did today. And so please stop on by. In fact, go to danaupdate.com and you'll get a little ping so you'll find out when I'm going live the next time. If you haven't been over there recently, head over to danaclass.com for my latest workshop, because I'm releasing something new all the time. And if you check it today, you'll see there is some super goodness there that's going to help you get clients, build your business with what I call influencer attraction marketing. It's like a whole new level of attraction marketing, and I know you're going to love it, so go check it out. I'm going to be back in 96 seconds. Sit tight. Be right back with more about why you should step up and live your passion right now. Hello, 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 Dana Wilde, and welcome back. It's good to have you back on the show. I kind of went off on a little tangent in the first half of the show because it's really funny to me when I hear people really feel like it can't be me, I can't be the one, or I can't be an influencer, I can't be the expert, or they are feeling like they don't know enough and they don't have enough experience. And I admit, when you have experience and you take those baby steps forward and you have little successes, it does help to give you confidence. Without a shadow of a doubt, it does help. The more experience you get, it gets easier. In the meantime, I only know one other shortcut for this, for having more confidence, for feeling better, and for really being willing and able to claim your space in your space, and that is brain training, right? I mean, really, there is no substitute for thinking in your own head. There's no substitute for focusing your mind and making a decision that you're going to quiet that peanut gallery, that noisy group of self-doubters and haters in your head, that are saying you can't do this. And so you have to be proactive and you have to get out in front of it. So some of my favorite mantras for this that work really, really well. And start early, right? First thing in the morning when you get up, even before you get out of bed, start early and say, okay, it's my intention, it's my desire to focus my mind today and to be a proactive thinker in my head and to go for the feel-good thought and to stay in my center and to feel good as much as I can today and to catch myself when I get a little off center and to pull myself back in. And I love this day and I'm ready for this day and it's going to be a fun day, right? So start early. Then as you go throughout your day, you maybe have to do a live stream, or you're going to sit down to write a blog, or you're going to be interviewed on a podcast. You're doing that marketing step, or you're going to come out and you're going to greet your people in a training or a master class. Before you do that, center yourself and take a moment to take a deep breath in and exhale, do 2 or 3 deep breaths, and say to yourself quietly in the back of your mind, I am here to serve. I'm here to connect. I'm here to speak my truth. I'm the expert in my niche. I am the one that is being interviewed. They want to hear what I have to say. And so it's okay to be me. It's safe to be me. I like being authentically me. I am just speaking my truth. I'm just speaking my message. I'm just talking and speaking from my heart. And I'm connecting with those who are ready to hear this. I'm looking for others who think the same way. It's fun to connect with people who think like this. I love sharing what I know to be true. I love sharing my message, and I love seeing other people that also believe the same things. I'm really just out looking for others who feel the same way about things that I do. And I love connecting, and I love feeling good, and I love thinking in my head, and I trust that I'm going to have the right answer at the right time. And I feel more and more confident every day. I'm feeling more and more clarity every day. I'm feeling more and more like the expert every day. I'm feeling more and more like I'm stepping into my celebrity every day. So really allow yourself to take those fully in. And it's weird. When I get interviewed, I still do this. Before I get interviewed, I say, okay, remember, Dana, you're the expert. They're interviewing you because you're the expert. Because we all need to remind ourselves that we're out here sharing what we know to be true for ourselves. We're not out here converting people. We're not out here looking to talk to people who don't agree with us. We're just looking to talk to the people who are, 6 months or a year or 3 years or 5 years back from where we were. We've come a little bit further down the path, and we want to share, here's what I know to be true. Here's what I've learned, and I can help you with this. That's it. You're not saying you're an expert on nuclear science or something. You're just saying I'm an expert on my own experience. I'm an expert on what I know to be true for me. And you are. You are right now. You're already the expert. You're already the person with the experience that can help somebody else. You're already the person who's got the mission and the message, and you're already the very best you, exactly as you are. You already have everything you need to be successful. And so today, you can claim it. And we'll see you next time on The Mind Aware. Bye, everybody. Mwah! See you soon.